Hey everybody, do you want to learn how to build this wall decor? I'm going to show you how coming up. And if you want to see the secret, you're going to have to wait till the end. First things you're going to want to do is take and decide what size tiles you're using. You may want bigger, may want smaller. I'm doing a 3x5. I feel like that's a good, good round number. So what I'm going to do is rip down my boards to 3 inches, and then I'll take them over to the saw and cut them down to 5 inches. Now that we've got them all ripped down to 3 inches, we're going to cut them down to 5 inches. Once you get them cut out, you should have something like this. You'll need 20 of these, and you'll cut 2 of them directly in half. Once you do that, you're going to take and put about a 1/4 inch chamfer on it. Can you see this? So you ended up with something that looks like this. And you're going to do that to every one of them. Now that you got your neat little stack of these little dudes right here, you want to take and sand them all down. Once you've got all of your little tiles cut, you'll need 2 boards, whatever, this is your frame, 25 5/8 by 3 inches, and then you'll need 2 that are 14 5/8 plus twice the thickness of whatever you're framing your material with. So for example, if you're going with 1.5 inches, you would need to add 3 inches to that 14 3/8, which makes 17 3/8. But 14 3/8 plus twice your material thickness, and then you'll need a backer. I'm using 3/4 inch plywood. You'll need a backer that is 25 5/8 by 12 3/8, and then we can assemble them. If you're using the same lights that I did, they came off of Temu, and they're 16 feet long, and they come with this little guy right here, which is your controller. What we're going to do is just inset him into our top frame board, because the power button's right here. So if you don't want lights in yours, you don't have to. So this, you can skip this step. All I'm going to do is trace him out and then inset him and drill a hole for our wire to go in behind our block wall. To stay with the theme of our blocks, I went ahead and did the same chamfer on the ends of our 14 3/8 plus the material thickness. So I did it on both of those. Now that we've got everything cut and sanded, we're ready to start assembling. And what I want is, I want my frame to sit right at the chamfered edge of my tiles. So what I'm going to do is take him and hold him where I want him, like so. Let's give him a little bit there. Let's go about there. I'm going to put my mark. So I'm sitting down a 1/2 inch from, from the top. That's where the front face of my backer board's going to go. So I'm going to score me a 1/2 inch line, and then I'm going to glue him and staple him or nail him on there just like so. And then these guys are going to sit 1 inch proud of it, like that, to give us a little, show off our little detail we put on him. So all I'm going to do is go around, put him where I want him, nail him in, and then we'll start laying our tile. Once you get your frame together, you should have something that looks like this here. There's my hole for my things. It's just kind of a shadow box almost. Then you want to take your first tile and set it up in here like this. Right where it meets that frame, we're going to put us a line. That's where we're going to drill us a hole for our wire to go through. So I'm going to do that. Once you've got him cleaned back off and you've got your hole drilled, we're ready to start setting the tile. And the way we're going to do this is we're going to run our plug in through, and we just want to make sure that we don't have a knot in it. Goodness. We want to make sure we're just going far enough in, we're putting enough through there that we've got light starting you know, it's not got any of the covering, it's actual light. And then we're gonna pour some glue out here. We're just gonna smooth him all around. Just wanna make sure we get everything covered. All right, once you get everything nice and covered like so, set him out of the way, and then we start with a full, and we go with one of our halves, and we go full, and then we go a half. And then you want to take your, as you start your next run, you go full, and you want to make sure your wire is in between there. And you bend him over, and we put a full, and we'll come back with a screwdriver once we get it all set and poke him down in there deeper. But as you see, you just weave him through. Here, I'll go ahead and do the first run here. Now what we'll do is when we get here, we'll drill another hole and run through and come back up. All right, now we just want to make sure these are close. We don't have no bunched up wire anywhere. There, make sure he's nice and tight before we move to our next run. So now we'll drill us another hole here. Come back up with our wire, and we'll just keep it tight as we go. Now once we finish lacing it, you should have just enough that you're going to go run down each long seam. So you'll take an 1/8 inch hole and drill here, and then come through the back and drill a bigger hole to get your end through. Or you can take and pop this little gentleman out right here and drill it that way. Whatever's easier. And all you're going to do here is just run it down that seam. All that's left is to set our controller in, and then mount some hangers. And all I'm going to do is take a couple of these little sawtooth hangers and mount them right on the back of that frame so I can hang it. And then you hang him up and you're done. So that's how you build this cool wall decor that also lights up. So, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Maybe give me a like, a subscribe, comments, great, anything. And until next time, keep making dust.